Hi everyone, it's Tracy. Today's video is going to be about bronzer Shop My Stash. But before we start that, can I ask you guys, do you guys have cake like this where you live, or is this just a Canada thing? Because the name is Vachon, it sounds kind of French to me, so I mean we're in Montreal, Canada. I don't know if this is available everywhere. These cakes are so unhealthy, they're so bad for you, but they're so good. Oh, it's even crushed a bit. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have these cakes or something similar to this. So the first bronzer is not really just a bronzer, it's a palette. I want to show it to you because it's a really nice palette. It's called the CALI palette by SMASHBOX, and you can see there are a couple of bronzers in here. There's a finishing powder, the blush is beautiful, and there are two highlighters. This is a really nice palette. Next is by Tilbury. It's the FILMSTAR Bronze and Blush palette. If you're fair skinned and have difficulty finding bronzer, this could really be the one for you. Very nice, and the blush looks very dark, but if you go lightly, it's really very natural looking. It's a beautiful palette. The next one is another Tilbury. It's the FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow palette. This is probably one of the most well-known products by Tilbury. If you're gonna splurge, this would be the one. I love this palette. It's one of my favorite things that I own. It's a highlighter and a very light bronzer. You can use it on your eyes, you can use it on your whole face. A really, really, really good bronzer and highlighter. The next one is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer and the Too Faced Chocolate bronzer. They're both matte. They both smell like chocolate. If you have fair skin, the milk chocolate one I think is the fairest bronzer I've ever come across. It's almost like a finishing powder to some people, and the other one too is, there are others, there are darker ones available too. The next one is an Hourglass bronzer in Diffused Bronze Light. This I find is the coolest of the Hourglass bronzers. So when you're using it, even if you're very fair, you're not going to have orange at all. Very, very nice finish, very nice formula. This is the Too Faced bronzer in Sweet Tea. Very, very nice bronzer, relatively inexpensive. It has a tiny bit of a very, very finely milled shimmer to it, just to give you a little bit of a bounce. You don't really see a lot of shimmer. Very, very nice bronzer. And this is the RMS bronzer. You've heard me talk about this before. And this is the Milk bronzer in the shade Baked. You've heard me talk about this one before too. And this is the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And this is the Hourglass ILLUME Sheer Trio that you've heard me talk about quite often on my channel. And this is NARS Laguna, a little sample size. And finally, all covered in fingerprints, is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Bronzer. That's the 104, not the Omega one. Very well known, very well loved bronzer. This is a very good bronzer. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the season. I hope you're healthy and well, spending a lot of time with your family. Take care, guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.